How's it going? So, um, one of the problems with this whole thing is that when you create aliases in the, let me just remove this thing real quick. When you create aliases in the webpack, right? So stuff like this, you have to also manually add them into tsconfig. So everything you do in here has to be replicated in here. So, wouldn't that be awesome if you had an extension or a plugin that would clone this into Webpack? Because remember, Webpack can communicate with tsconfig, but tsconfig cannot communicate with Webpack. So, what you can do is you can set up it's like a plugin. It's called, one sec. So this is the plugin. It goes into Resolve, okay? But bottom line, run this npm install. Okay, run the npm install. I'll link it in the description below. So run the npm install. I already done that, so I don't need to do that again. Import. You're probably gonna be importing through like this because you're running probably the CommonJS style. So import it this way for you. And then you can put the thing into... What I like to do is I just create a const, which is, and then create new tsconfig. I put this thing in here already. And then you take this const and then you can put it into Resolve. You see, so you just put it in here. Plugins like this. And then you no longer need this stuff. You can just remove it or comment it out and it's going to work. So now what's going to happen is it's going to... So let's remove this part. You will see an error straight away. Okay, so let's try to run. Okay, so straight away we have errors because it cannot resolve the paths, right? That's because you don't have the aliases, right? So you have aliases in tsconfig, but you don't have them in here. So if we activate the plugin, it's going to straight away work. There you go, you see, so now it's working. So now what's happening is that it is basically this plugin reads from here and just automatically creates them in here. So you do not have to manually do that. So that's about it. Okay. Take care, bye-bye.